taking a look at the roster here, it's always fun when T1 is playing. We're hovering a set. Maybe that's just to carry a troll, but would be interesting if they tried to go for like some heavy front line. They're thinking about it anyway with stuff like the Galio, and we might see Faker playing one of Set or Galio in the mid lane. That would be pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'd love to see Faker's Set here, and I think we will with the lock-in. And it's going to be a matchup that can be very terrifying for the Syndra, especially with Taliyah as the jungle, because her speed to gank the mid lane and roam and catch him can be very, very difficult to deal with. And then we see the Scion coming through. Pretty stable answer in the top lane. Pairs well with the Rel. You know, we've seen that already quite a few times. So I do like this. I would have liked the Orianna so much more for the synergy that it brings with Udyr to set up for some really nice shockwaves, but I mean, Chieftain, he's a player, he's a jungle player, right? And he's been unfortunately pushed into this mid lane just by substitution rules, emergency substitution rules forcing him into this position, so he's gonna play what he has played twice.
The last little bits of that Infernum nearly tickled Rel's back there, but not quite enough, as Hoya face checks here. Is gonna ult into Zeus, and we'll see if he's got any damage. He does have flash, but with Umti coming up to the top side, it looks like they want to convert. We got action everywhere. The miss on the play does come in, but they're just gonna leave Delight to die. Not much they can do to save him. Nice dive from the T1 bottom lane, and that priority really helping out down there.
You know, this composition for Fred at Braon is a comp that's designed to kind of be stable, right, and scale up, and you look for some objective fights later on, but the synergy between, like, the big...
Even if he flashes, he's probably dead, so it's the right play. It doesn't have to just be that he's nervous or he's confident in the matchup. It's just he's doing the right thing. You gotta play it safe. And respect the set.
I appreciate it, you know, because post 6, that's when Faker really can actually threaten to kill him non-stop, and he's probably gonna die here.
Yep, there it is. Just the follow-up, and Chieftain does not have a way to get out of this one. He throws his ultimate into LM, but not much he can do. And he was playing it well up until then. And now on the bottom side, Delight just gonna get caught out here. Good follow-up from Keria, gets him in the box, lands that death sentence, and that's exactly what it was for Delight in the bottom side. So T1 making the most of this game so far. You can see trying to get in there, and an excellent seismic shove is going to deny that stun for quite a while. And LM, with his two buddies, will eventually be able to take out the Scion and the zombie Scion. Nothing is going right for Bro, and everything is going right for
points, especially when you have Rel stuns and Magnet Storms as well. They don't have vision.
Yeah, nice bait here. We do have the Taliyah up on the top side, but again, Hoya pretty tanky. They're also committing a teleport here as the wave is pushed into the mid lane. And Taliyah is fantastic about disengaging. She just runs away from you and throws some rocks at you. And now down on the bottom side, again, looking to force a fight when you're this far behind is just not a good idea. That's something we've all seen before. And now they're just going to throw the Rift Herald. The veteran, he's the big brother. He's going to sacrifice his life to get his teammates out of there. And he's not even going to die because we have action on the bottom side. And now is where the real pain will begin. We've got teleport coming in, and Zeus is about to bop some heads. Faker now, 3-man haymaker, just able to get on in there and break some faces. And, well, this is just a rout. Everybody's running away.
Where you going, Hoya?
Look at that wall. He can't even run to the right. Really.
Okay, one chance, one hope here for Fred at Braon. He is isolated.
Oh, no. He's supposed to be the tanky one. He was the chosen one. Oh, this is just...
Can they stop the perfect game? Okay, there it is.
Oh, no, they stopped the perfect game. They killed Zeus. It happened. And I almost feel like that was their goal. You know, they just went in there and they just bullied one guy. The relatively not tanky Jace, of course. They burst him down, and that means we don't have a perfect game. T1 will have everything on the map, including denying all turret plates.
Either after Scion died, and I think this is just walking down the red carpet here for T1 at this stage.
Yeah, they just need a rumble to finish off that metaphor, and they're gonna cast Syndra. Down goes Chieftain. Not much he can do. They're gonna root down Hoya, and the push will continue with the Baron buff. He's kind of just going for a run. You know, during this Corona time, it's difficult to get your exercise, but Umti's finding a way to do it. As T1, they're just, they're not going to be 2BM, but they will fight if they want to engage here for Braon, and T1 will be looking for these kills, as Faker will hunt down Henna. Hoya will also be taken out. Gives the big thumbs up. And that's going to do it for this game, guys. 24 minutes of pure domination in favor of T1 as they absolutely clap Braon here in game number 1.
Yeah, Zayas with 2 deaths, you know, does die the second time there, but he did his job very well. He played the Jace matchup extremely well, and this was a draft issue more than anything else, but the execution was really solid out of the Talia. And for me, like, I know a lot of people are really excited about Cuz this season, but I think LM is fan.
Yeah, no Callista alongside of it and all that jazz, but you know, a range support into Alistar I like. Speaking of which, but Chieftain is here as well. As the engage will come in, Delight may have to flash this one, and well, okay. He's just gonna get blown up and deleted. There you go. First Blood decides not to flash, thought he could survive the Pantheon engage, but he was wrong.
I think there's a misjudgment here for Braon as well. Oop, all in by Faker.
Well,
he gets charmed though.
A lot of damage himself. He's gonna get ulted by He does have QW. He's gonna be keeping at a distance, and that's gonna be enough. As after that ultimate is used, there wasn't much else for him to do to Faker.
You need your second proc to really do the extra damage, as this is gonna be one of those situations where you see, okay, he's got his double here, uses it on the Q to get the extra damage, then charms, and he's so desperately trying to proc a third one, that's why he's running away. Well, the cooldown on the W, he's probably still got like 10 seconds on that, and he just can't get it.
They wait enough time, and they think they're safe. They've got Chieftain nearby. They have the teleport coming in. The engage goes down onto Keria, and they will, in fact, pick up this kill. So finally, Braon getting something going down on the bottom side.
Yeah, really unfortunate.
Up here on this Infernal Drake, they're just going to start it, and they're on Vision. So you would imagine that T1 absolutely do not want to let this go. As teleports will come in, and the front line is just going to get blown up. Chieftain way too far forward. Keria soaks a lot of the damage, as does LM, but nobody's dying on the side of T1 somehow, some way.
So good.
Look at these incredibly low health bars. It just doesn't matter. All 5 members of T1 will survive. They're going to take the Infernal Drake, and now a 7,000 gold lead at 15 minutes.
Keria's dredge line there to peel is so beautifully played. So difficult to pull this off. Umti's caught. Oh no.
Great angle here from Keria. Easily able to shut that one down. And now you don't have anything from the Seraphine. You have no follow-up. Great follow-up engage from Delight, but a little bit too little, too late, as Faker will run down a couple of guys on the side of Braon. And so 3 kills in favor of T1, and now it looks like they might go for that Baron.
Yeah, it's like leaving your wallet at home, you know? The one way you get what you want. You got the money in your pocket, you think, you walk up, you're like, okay, we're gonna have this perfect exchange, we're gonna have this really awesome charm, this is maybe a way we fight this back, and then, boom, first person gets caught, first person is dead, doesn't get to get the charm he wants, it's empty. Target selection is perfect for T1, and I mean, you don't win that fight without that ultimate. You know, that's why you drafted it. That's why you want, that's what you're playing around in these later game fights, these objectives. And unfortunately, this game has just been so difficult the entire time. They've had no vision control. All these waves have been pushed. Like, T1 are playing the safest game. They're the tortoise in the tortoise in the hare, and slow and steady is going to win this race. Although it's like the fastest tortoise I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's quite nice actually. Just riding on the back of this tortoise. Getting in there helps when they have the Baron buff. It makes the tortoise run faster. As well, Bro are going to give it one last go. They're going to defend it here at the inhibitor turret, or at least attempt to. As here comes Grand Skyfall right into your back line, as he would love to get that execute onto It is not going to land. LM is even emoting him. No chill from this jungler. As T1, it looks like now they've had enough time, enough safety, and they will look to end this game.
Yep, just going to be an easy cleanup here on these objectives. You need to push this mini wave a little bit further forward. This Faker wants more. Umti gonna get out of that one, but he's not gonna be able to do anything. Wow.
Oh man, they're actually going to kill him.
Yikes.
Okay. Well, there you go. 25.5 minutes. And that will be the end of that series. Not much else to say. Just utter domination from T1 here up against Fred at Braon. 2 games that were just around 25 minutes.